How are y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I'm about to do a premiere draft in Magic the Gathering's newest set, Foundations. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/Dick Record. Link in the description where you can catch us streaming video games, leather crafting, and other sort of nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. But with that out of the way, alrighty, looks like we're all here. Time for our pack one, pick one. What are we getting? Woo boy. Okay, so we're looking at a loot. I've heard this is a very good card. Good enough that I think I'm going to first pick it. It's in green, and it allows us to... well, not allows us to. It encourages ramp strategies. It blocks pretty well as a 1/4 for 3. I don't know if we're blocking with it, though. There's also a Perforating Artist, which I do kind of like. This reminds me of the... that 2 mana artifact creature in black that when you had Delirium going, it would just typically drain your opponent for 2 every turn. What else is good here? If I wasn't taking the loot, I'd probably take that, the Perforating Artist, maybe the Wary Thespian or the Felidar Savior. Refute's not bad. Neither is Think Twice. Stroke of Midnight's terrible. Fire Spitter Whelp's kind of underwhelming. It's a 3 mana 2/2 flyer. There's a common in white that just is a 2/3 flyer that gains you life every time you have a creature enter, right? And it's just like, this is just, why is this so much worse than that? I'll take the loot. We'll take the loot. We're gonna go lootin', baby. Sure. This seems to play well with loot. Do we have extra land drops? We can play this. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it, and landfall double the number of 1/1 counters on it, and it's got trample. I think that could go pretty well. Another non-Hydra. Put a 1/1 counter on this creature. What's funny is the Wildwood Scorch does not combo well with the Mossborn Hydra, but two pretty good 3-drops in green. I think we could take that, right? I think that's a fine start. What else is good here? Joust Through is not bad. Vampire Gourmand is apparently fantastic if you have Sacrifice Fodder. Fleeting Flight's not a bad combat trick. It basically blanks... Oh, it blanks combat damage. So not a damage-based removal or destroy effects or exile effects, but you can save your creature in combat, or you could just like win the game with a big flying creature that just goes over your opponent's creatures, right? Helpful Hunter is also fantastic. Stab, top common, right? I'm going to take the Mossborn Hydra. There's a Flamewake Phoenix. This is not bad. It attacks each combat if able. Ferocious is the red-green deck, right? The red-green... Yeah, it's the red-green thing. So I'm tempted to just take this, right? It's a 2/2 with haste. It has to attack. At the beginning of combat, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, you may pay red. If you do, return it from the battlefield, from the graveyard to the battlefield. That seems fine. That seems actually really good. And I think we're early enough in the format where just taking rares is like, okay. What else is good here? I like the Infernal Vessel. I like the Stab. I think I like the Infernal Vessel a little bit more than Stab, simply because like you could... This is like they would have to remove this twice or trade with this. Sorry, the Infernal Vessel. They have to remove it twice or trade with it twice in order to get rid of it, right? And getting a 2/1 and a 4/3 for 3 mana is really good. That said, I'm taking that Phoenix because that's not wheeling. Cathar Commando is okay. I don't like Elfsworn Giant. The Stab is good and the Infernal Vessel is good. We're passing a lot of really good black cards, so I'm assuming that we're probably not going to at any point want to pivot into black. Which means this Perforating Artist looks pretty bad. But this Needletooth pack is actually amazing. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put 2 1/1 counters on target creature you control. That seems really good. That seems like a pretty good top end. I'm going to take that. There's a Heroic Reinforcements. This is a beating if you cannot get from underneath it. There's also a Dwinnen's Elite. Dwinnen's Elite's not bad, but you need to have like a glut of elves. So taking one is not particularly exciting early on, but taking like, well, no, taking it early on means that you might want to take like as many as you can get, simply because you can flood the board. And this plays really well with if you can get the Elf Lord, like I think it's actually Dwinnen and at 4 mana, and the Elvish Archdruid at 3, but that's a rare. I'm gonna take the Needletooth pack. We're not fully married to red, by the way, because red doesn't have very good commons, right? I think one of the best commons in red is like oh god, that red 1 mana red 2 damage to any target spell. Yeah, Dwynnon, Gilt Leaf Dane. There it is. It is Dwynnon. But the Elvish Regrower is so good in the 4-drop slot that there's no way that I can pass this. Unfortunately, we're going to have to give up the dream on taking a bunch of elves here to take another elf, right? The Elvish Regrower is so good. It's target permanent card, so if your opponent like removes something of yours without exiling it, you just get it back. This also tells me that green is like super duper open if this is getting passed like this early. And we've taken, I want to say 3, now 4 really good green cards, right? The Mossborn Hydra might actually be the worst of the bunch, but if we can get like a bunch of landfall triggers, like obviously you don't play this on turn 3, you play it on turn 4 and hope to hold an Evolving Wilds in your hand. But I'll take this Elvish Regrower. We don't necessarily have a second color yet, but we're working on it. Let's see. Vanguard Seraph is not the flyer that I was talking about earlier. Mill 3 cards, return an instant. No. Vampire Soul Color is okay. I don't appreciate that it can't block. I've seen people lose entire games just based on that. There's a Quake Strider Ceratops, which is just like big body. Big body does nothing. Big body. Big body. Is this better than Cackling Prowler? In the 6-drop, we have a. It looks like the curve's going pretty high, right? I'm like, I don't know how to feel about either of these cards actually, and there's nothing really calling out to me here except for like heroic reinforcements. Let's speculate on the reinforcements. Let's speculate on the reinforcements. Again, like this is not a good card, the Whelp, because it's a 2/2 flyer for 3. Overrun, this might actually be good here. Creatures you control get +3/+3 and trample until end of turn, and that could just be a finisher. If we take this, that means that we're going to want to go super wide and take as many Dwynnon's elites as possible. Dauntless Veteran, not a big fan, because this dies to stab, this dies to that 2-mana shock, this dies to so many 1-mana removal spells that you might as well just not even play it. And it's double white, so it's really hard to play in like a lot of other decks. I'm gonna take the overrun here. I think it's pretty good, and we're gonna try to look into like maybe ramp. There's another heroic reinforcements. There's a Windscarred Crag, Apothecary Stomper. This is the wheel? No, it's not. That's a really late heroic reinforcements number 2. There's also an Axeguard Cavalry, which I think is fine. And there's a Windscarred Crag. I think I should take the Crag, actually. Because it'll help us fix for the reinforcements, allow us to play the Phoenix a little bit better. Otherwise, the Stomper's like okay, but it's not great. It's a 4/4 with Vigilance. Sometimes, oh, well, it can be a 6/6 with Vigilance, but you probably just want to put those tokens on something else. This is bad. A lot of bad stuff here. Like, we're not taking the Whelp. The Goblin's just a 2/2. It does care about Ferocious, right? If you have creature power 4 or greater, it gets +1/+0 and Menace. So it becomes a 3/2 if you have a big creature out. I guess it's fine. If we ended up in blue, think twice would probably be better. Mocking Sprite is okay-ish in this format. It still dies with a lot of 1-mana removal. Let's see. Gleaming Barrier is fine. Gorehorn Raider is not good at all. I don't see us attacking particularly well or often, so getting the raid trigger to go off on this is probably not where we want to be. And I think that our other removal or other 5-drops are going to be better. I'm going to take the Gleaming Barrier, actually. There's a Sure Strike. There's a Goblin Bushwhacker. What? Oh, this is, when this enters, if it was kicked, creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste until end of turn. Yeah, okay. That's like a Trumpet Blast, kind of. There's a Thrill Possibility, which I will put on the side. Self-Reflection or Campus Guide. I'll take the Campus Guide for now. It's not thrilling, and I'm probably gonna cut it. Abyssal Harvester seems fine. Swiftblade Vindicator. Can we do anything with the Vindicator? I might just be more in for a Banishing Light here, actually. Right? I don't see anything particularly good in green. The Ambush Wolf exists, and so does the Cackling Prowler. Spectral Sailor is probably better. Abyssal Harvester is also like really nice. Bake into a pie. This is just a weak pack for green overall. Our red is not particularly exciting, aside from like the Flamewake Phoenix and the heroic reinforcements. And I think what we can do is take the Banishing Light, and maybe the Heroic Reinforcements is a red splash, and we don't play the Phoenix at all, right? Because I think that green-white is the +1/+1 counters deck, which the Needletooth pack plays well with, as well as the Mossborn Hydra. Now, Loot's going to want some really big beefers to play. I don't think we take the Swiftblade Vindicator here. It's definitely the Banishing Light. Garrick's Uprising's interesting. This is the Do You Have Big Creatures? Cool card. Is that the best card for us here? Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them have first strike. That's kind of interesting, actually, but it's another 3. Everything that I would pick here would be a 3, but there's an Evolving Wilds as well. I don't know if that's gonna necessarily wheel, right? Fishing Pole is not great. Adventuring Gear is like, you need Landfall to be like a big deal in your deck. I don't think we take that. I think we take the Evolving Wilds. Goldvein pick's not bad, actually, because it equips for 1. So if you have something that wears equipment pretty well, I think that that's pretty good. There's also a Treetop Snare Spinner, which I do like as a mana sink late game, especially if we're putting a lot of mana. Sorry, we're putting a lot of lands into play, which we're going to try to. Right, we're going to want to try to get, what was it called? Grow from the Ashes? Homunculus Horde, Authority of the Councils. People are not taking the rares here. They're taking everything else. There's an Inspiring call. Draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. Those creatures gain indestructible until end of turn. This could be interesting. I don't know if we're playing this. This puts 1/1 counters on things. I don't know where it's there's not anything really good here. Like, that's the problem that I'm having, right? Like, there's a Homunculus Horde. I don't think we're playing that. I don't think we're playing Authority of the Consuls, because that's just bad. We're not like doing the draw 2, right? We could take another Courageous Goblin, but it feels like we're so far away from red. There's a Kiora now, right? Like, it's just like, oh, here's 2 good, like, blue cards. Good-ish. There's the Grow from the Ashes, and I think we definitely take, not definitely, but I think we take it here. Because we want to fix, we want to ramp, right? And if it's kicked, you get 2 basic land cards. And here's the thing, they don't come into play tapped. So I think that that's fine. Now, I will make note that we probably won't see as many Dwinnen's Elite coming from that side, simply because we passed Dwinnen, right? And so any elf stuff is like probably just gone. Brazen Scourge is very hard to cast. Same thing for Flamewake Phoenix. So if we're actually just splashing Heroic Reinforcements, it becomes that much harder. Fleeting Flight's not a bad trick, but I think we take the Grow from the Ashes here. And is another Needletooth pack. Do we need another Needletooth pack, though, is the question, when we should be taking smaller creatures like this Felidar Savior, actually. This actually works really well in the +1/+1 counters theme deck, because it puts counters on other creatures. It's very bad if your board is empty. Like, if you've been trading up until this point and then you want to drop this as a 4-drop, it's not good for you. It's also okay in life gain. We have a Needletooth pack already. I don't think we need a second one. I say that, but it's also very good, right? And there's another Grow from the Ashes. Let's take the Needletooth pack. Screw it. I think we'll see another one of those. There's a Wardens of the Cycle. Can we splash for that? No. There's a Heir Apparent. Heir Apparent's fun. We could probably just splash for Wardens, though. And I think that that's actually the correct thing to do here, because it's the best card here. Yeah, let's try to get some fixing for this. And we'll take the Heir Apparent. And we're going to take out the Flamewake Phoenix and the Courageous Goblin and the Goblin Bushwhacker, unless we somehow end up in, like, red. Oh, that's a very late Banishing Light. Thank you. I will take that. There's a Truffle Snout that plays pretty okay with what we're trying to do. Yeah, I'll take the Truffle Snout. It's a 4/2 Trampler. When it deals combat damage to a player, create a food token. Sure. This Wield. I don't think that that's for us, though. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. I don't think the Swiftblade Vindicator is for us. I don't know what I would do with this, right? Like, it's a 2-drop in a color that we're splashing. Oh, took it. Okay, this snare spinner wheeled. So we'll take that. I wasn't sure what to go with that. There's a broken wings, which we will take. These broken wings. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Brazen Scourge is here for us. And that's only if we somehow... These turtles keep, like... They keep wheeling. Because those turtles are terrible. We're mostly green, though. If we can get some more fixing, that'd be fantastic. I might want to get a second grow from the ashes, actually. Oh? Sear Slicer Goblin. I think we could take... Oh, there's a Lathril. We're already splashing for Wardens. I think we could take the Lathril. This is a 3-rare pack, by the way. There's also a Tatiova Benthic Druid, which kind of plays well with our friend Loot. And there's a Blossoming Sands. This is a really good pack. This is a really good pack. This is a very good pack. I think we actually are playing the Campus Guide just to have a nice 2 there. And also to fix for us. I think we take the Lathril. I do think we take the Lathril. This thing, when it hits, if and when it hits, create that many 1/1 green warrior creature tokens. It's a 2/3 with Menache, which means we do want to kill a bunch of our opponent's creatures. I hope this Tatiova wheels. But, ooh, Sky Knight Squire. Yeah. Whenever another creature you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Has flying and is a knight. Yeah, that's perfect for us, actually. We're passing up a second regrower and a jungle hollow. But I think that this... I've lost so many games to this stupid card because I couldn't remove it by the time it mattered. And it would just like, it would just fly. It would just fly over and beat the ever-loving hell out of me. Would like another Elvish regrower. I'm going to say that right now. But we're going to take the Squire and we're happy to see it. It does feel like we're in the +1/+1 counters deck. So Gnarlid Colonies go up in value. There's also a Heir Apparent, which we passed up earlier. And yeah, I think we found our +1/+1 counters lane. Vivian Reed. There's no way that if you resolve this, you run away with the game. There's also a loot. Vivian Reed. There's another Heir Apparent. There's a Thornwood Fall. There's a Dwinnen's Elite. Vivian Reed. All right. Yeah. Look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal a creature or land, put it in your hand, put the rest in the bottom in a random order. Vivian Reed. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take the Vivian Reed. I'd be stupid not to. +1 to basically get you another card. It's a creature or land, right? So then it's got 6 loyalty. If you can like just keep going off with this.
If you won't listen to nature, I'll speak on its behalf.
There's no way that your opponent can catch up, I feel. There's another Grow from the Ashes. How are we doing on creatures, though? I should probably be, like, organizing it like this. So that we have, removal and, like, a pile over here. I think we take the Prideful Parent instead of the Grow from the Ashes, because we do need bodies on the ground. I think we're cutting the red-white stuff. Although we do have a Windscarred Crag. And there's a Grow from the Ashes. Yeah, I think we cut the red-white stuff. Oh my god. Alesha who laughs at fate. Could you... There's a Bite Down, there's a Llanowar Elves. I think I need the removal, right? Because this is our removal suite, it's just that card. It's just Banishing Light, so I think we take the removal here. Yeah, we probably cut the Inspiring Call, actually. And we'll take the Bite Down. It's too good. It's instant speed. Yeah. It's another Banishing Light. Nothing wrong with taking more Banishing Lights, actually. I don't think there's ever an issue with taking Banishing Lights. There's a Dismal Backwater. But we could just play... I don't think we're playing the red cards, actually, even though we have the Windscarred Crag. I'll take a Banishing Light. Let's see. Bite Down can go into this pile. Angel of Finality. Broken Wings is terrible. There's an Evolving Wilds. And I think Evolving Wilds value goes up, knowing that we're splashing for other cards as well as playing a Mossborn Hydra. So yeah, let's take that. And we're splashing for like a lot of weird things. Yeah. Let's take that. Grow from the Ashes can go here. There's another Windscarred Crag, which makes it that much easier to play our red spells like Swiftblade Vindicator and Heroic Reinforcements, so I think we take that. I do think that we need some small creatures to like fill out the bottom end of our curve, right? Campus Guide is fine there. And we'll probably, I do think we take another Campus Guide, although Inspiring Paladin seems useful in this deck because we do have a lot of +1/+1 counter strategies. It gives first strike to creatures I control that have +1/+1 counters during my turn. This is the wheel. I don't think we want claws out. Yeah, we took that. Okay, so Jungle Hollow Wield, that's fantastic. Definitely taking that one. Another Heir Apparent. I guess we wanted to. I don't know. Nothing for us here. We'll take this guy for the side. Stroke of Midnight is not really playable, but let's see. And then there's the whatever this is, Icewind Elemental. We're not playing that either. We have a weird deck here, folks. We do have a weird deck here. I think we could play all of our splashes, which is the funny thing. I think we could play all of our splashes. Let's see, T, Cree. So we got to cut something, though. And how are we doing on creatures? We have 16 creatures. I think that's okay. Because Vivian, this spits out creatures, right? We have a fair amount of removal. I'm cutting Stroke of Midnight. I don't care for that card. We have 3 Banishing Lights and a Bite Down. There's an Overrun. There's a Vivian Reed. And they occupy the same slot. The problem with that is that Vivian Reed creates the Overrun thing on her own. And I think that might be fine, actually. Let's see. It's telling me that I only want to play 1 Swamp, 1 Jungle Hollow for 2. You know what? That actually seems fine. We do want to play a lot of green sources. The red-white cards, I think, are fine there as well. We don't have any 1-drops, right? Yeah. We just got to cut one more thing. And I think it's the Overrun, actually. Yeah, I think that there are going to be times where this is, like, not good, but the Vivian Reed's going to be good regardless. And our opponent's going to want to kill it immediately. So there we go, 40 cards. Everything but blue. I think this is everything but blue, right? Yeah, because Heroic Reinforcement, Swiftblade Vindicator, everything but blue. Everything but blue. That Heir Apparent is kind of underwhelming, but sometimes these things happen. It's early in the format. It's only, oh god, we're 10 days into it. I was a little under the weather. Otherwise, I would have done more recordings. Here's our first opponent. 0-0. Going into round 1, we got an Evolving Wilds and a Lathril. Keep this. I think we can just Evolving Wilds for a green source. And then turn 2, Heir Apparent, which is great. We do have a 2. And then turn 3, we're going to ramp into a Lathril. Pass. They're blue-black, so it looks like I'll get a green source. Looks like they have removal for whatever we... Oh, I don't know what they have, actually. Because it paused there, so they might just have a Think Twice. This might just get quenched. Or if they want, they could stab it. I think that they have Think Twice, because otherwise I don't think it would pause like it's pausing right now. They might have everything. They might have all 3 of those. They're probably thinking, Heir Apparent, eh? Yeah, I don't have a 1/1, or I don't have another Heir Apparent. There's the Think Twice. Okay. I could turn 2 play the Pride, or turn 3 play the Prideful Parent, but I think we want to grow from the ashes here. Yeah. I'll offer the trade, though. Yeah, I'll offer the trade here. Next. I figured they wouldn't. Okay. So, if I play this, I can't play that. But if I play this, I can play... Hold on. If I play the Prideful Parent, we go wider on board. And since they're a controlling deck, I think it makes more sense to play the Lathril earlier. So let's go get a black source. Watch, I don't have a swamp in here. There it is. Alright, perfect mana. Okay. One of each of our 4 colors, my opponent's probably going like, what the hell are they doing? Okay. Now, this Infernal Vessel is actually a really good target for Banishing Light. I think the correct thing to do here... Actually, I could just play the Treetop Snare Spinner, right? And just have a good blocker for this. They might have a Quench in their hand, right? Because Mocking Sprite makes it cost 1 less. That said... Yeah, let's actually just play the Snare Spinner. Okay, they don't have a counter spell. No attacks right now. Because if I do block here or attack here, they definitely trade and then turn this into a 4/3. If that eats a bit of removal, I'm totally fine with the Snare Spinner eating removal. Now we do have the nice combo of on top or bottom of their library. I'll put it on the bottom. I don't want that again. I don't mind them doing that. This Infernal Vessel, though, is a problem, I want to say. But yeah, I'd rather not draw... Well, I don't mind drawing again. I don't want to draw it right now. Okay, so they don't want another black source. I think next turn we play the Lathril, and then we leave up the Banishing Lights. Yep, that makes sense. Opponent gets in for 2. Alright, so land, and then if they have the Quench, we can actually pay for the Quench. So let's play the Lathril. And this means they likely don't attack with the Mocking Sprite unless they could add to their board. So no attacks right now, right? If they have a removal spell, yeah, they're gonna look for one. I think is more likely the case with the Think Twice. They might have that really annoying combo of they definitely have to kill the Lathril if they can. Otherwise, they don't know about our double Banishing Light. They're mousing over it like they have something. They might have something. If they attack with both, I don't block. Imprisoned on the Moon. Okay. Exile target non-land permanent. I think we just exile that. Be imprisoned on the Moon. I'd like to wait until I had more lands for that. Hold on. White, green, black. We're gonna Banishing Light the Imprisoned on the Moon. And then we're going to attack them with our Lathril, which they cannot block here. Hero's Downfall, sure. That's fine. They essentially used 2 removal spells to get rid of the same creature, which I think is fantastic for me, actually. I might need to remove the Infernal Vessel, but we'll see. It's not... It is a 2-for-1. That's my issue with it, right? Tolarian Terror. Never mind. I have to remove that. I could play the Mossborn Hydra, but we're not going to do that right now. I'm going to just remove the Tolarian Terror, and then I think just... Do I just get in? This costs 2 more. Yes. Auto pay. And then next... I could offer the trade, but then this becomes a 4/3, which means that it basically trades for my entire board. So, I don't think we attack here. I don't think we're in a good spot for it. I'm going to try to hold up these lands, though. If I could play the Mossborn Hydra into an Evolving Wilds, that would be great. Gutless Plunder is actually fantastic for them. Because now I definitely can't... Well, I guess I could just block it with Heir Apparent. Okay. Yeah, the Pilfer's not good here. And I think... Ooh, Marauding Blight Priest. Okay. Elvish Regrower can get us back Lathril? Or he could get us back the Evolving Wilds, but I think we just get the Lathril back here. Should I just offer... just attack with everything? I think I do attack with the Prideful Parent. Because it could trade with anything there. And it's a free attack. To be perfectly honest, though, Lathril might not even be good on this board, right? Especially when they have a 2-2 with Death Touch, and they have a lot of blockers. But it's not the Prideful Parent. I'm just going to get back to Lathril, then. Come back, Lathril. And end turn. That might have been incorrect. Like, maybe I was supposed to take the Evolving Wilds. Sure. Okay, so next we're attack with this nerd. Sure. Okay. Rather that be gone. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play a land. I'm gonna play Lathril. And pass it over to my opponent. Next turn this becomes a 4-4. But if we could hit an Evolving Wilds, it becomes an 8-8, and then it becomes that much harder to deal with. Imprisoned on the Moon number 2. Alright, alright. And then an Infestation Siege, sure. Y'all. I don't have any good attacks with the Heir Apparent. And this Infernal Vessel is a problem. Okay. Top decking 2 lands there was not great. I can't do that because I don't have 10 untapped elves, so no attacks right now. End turn. We are slowly dying to this Mocking Sprite too, which kinda sucks. Right, it feels very understated. I feel like it would be printed as a 2-2 now. Or maybe even a 1-3. Oh no, that's bad. Alright, so Inspiring Paladin doesn't do much here. Next, no attacks, end turn. Upkeep, create a copy that's a token of another creature you control. They have like infinite blockers now. I'm basically dead here, unfortunately. Okay, yeah, that makes sense actually, because then they finish us in like 2 turns this way. This turn, and then the next turn's a clock, and I die to whatever this is. Yeah. Sky Knight Squire. Okay. Good game. Concede. Ah, damn it. It's okay. I do feel like we very specifically targeted everything that we needed to remove, but I think that their quality... I think that the... What did we lose to? The Uncharted Voyage was okay. The Hero's Downfall was on point. They had 2 Imprisons on the Moon, which is... that's... I guess it's fine later on in the game. Leave match. And we did hit a significant amount of our balmy rares, right? A lot of the plans that we were laying down just did not seem to come to fruition, which is unfortunate, but that'll happen too. And we drew a fair amount of too many lands. I guess we did ramp into one of them, but I was hoping to get rid of a lot of them earlier. 0-1 going into round 2, or match 2 rather. Looks like another perfect hand. Actually, yeah, we can keep this. I can get a black source here. Next, end turn. Play a campus guide. Look for a red source. Youthful Valkyrie. If they have a lot of angels, that could be a problem. I'll get the black source. Sorry. Green. Let's look for a red source. Why is the Mossborn Hydra here now? We'll get that red source. Our opponent's gonna be like, what are you doing? It's like, I don't know. Yep. Sure. Play the red source. Next. We're gonna play the... Oh! I should have played the white source. I guess we'll play the loot now. And I'm gonna actually hold off on playing these 2 lands until next turn. End turn. Because if I play the 2 lands after I play the Hydra, it then becomes boom boom. Oh no. And I think that's the more correct play here. Pride Mate's pretty good. And no attacks. Alright. Play this. Land. Land. I don't attack with the Campus Guide because the Youthful Valkyrie just eats it. Sure, Dazzling Angel. That's pretty good. Sure. This is going to be an 8/8. Deal a creature card. So yeah, we play... If I play the Windscarred Crag, I can't play the Prideful Parent. Or tap the loot to do the... Oh, I can do both actually. Wait, hold on. Gain a life. 8/8. 16/16. Just attack with the 16/16? Are we winning? That was pick 1 and pick 2, by the way, baby. Taking 16. And, end turn. I'll activate the loot on their turn. Hopefully we hit something else big. Okay. Squad Rallier. That ain't it, Chief. Pass to attackers. Yeah, sure. Attack with your flyer, I guess. I don't know. I just take this. I don't think I care. You can't do anything, opponent. S. No blocks. Pass. Activate loot on the end step. Get the truffle snout, actually. Cute. Land. 32/32. Next, attack with the 32/32. And the truffle snout, I guess. I don't know. That's a 32/32. Sure. With trample. I'm gonna see what we're getting. Hold on. Let's see what Papa gets. Wardens of the Cycle. So we're gonna draw a card here. But they're gonna die. Like I know that they have that. I don't think it's called Joust. It's something else. It's 3 damage to an attacking or blocking creature. And I know that they have that. Or maybe they have... Oh, that's like not enough. Good game. Like, you still die. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, opponent. That worked out really well, actually. A 3-mana 32/32. Are you kidding me? Thank you, loot. Leave match. Oh my god. It just grew so exponentially. And we were getting to the point where if I drew like Grow from the Ashes, it would have just been like, oh yeah, I can kick that and get some extra lands, and then yeah. That's the only time that you really want to keep drawing lands. Other than that, Tatiova would have been a really good card in this deck, actually. I think Tatiova would have been a good card in the deck. All right, we're 1-1. Here's our next opponent. The deck is very... It looks like it's high variance, but it also looks like when it goes off, it explodes. We're going first. We don't have a 2. We have a 3. We have a 4. We have a 5. We have a 6. Just gotta draw lands. Just gotta draw lands. Just gotta draw land. Frenzied Goblin. Gleaming Barrier is great, but it's not as good as a land. When it dies, create a treasure token. We definitely block. Target creature can't block this turn. Oh, okay. That's interesting. There's a land. There's a Paladin. That thing just gets in. It's a 3/3 with when it's my turn for strike, which is cool. Frenzied Goblin. Alright, Firebrand Archer. Sure. I don't think they attack here. Every creature can't block this turn. Alright, sure. I'll block this then. Sure. I don't think we Banishing Light anything here. But I would have really liked the green. No, green source for Elvish Regrower is not fantastic here because there's no target for it. They could pay the thing. This ends up being 5 mana. Yeah. Missing a creature to play last turn was huge. And if they play any... Cool. I think we have to fire this off. Well, hold on. Attack with this. I think we have to fire one of these off just to stay alive here. Take one of these Firebrand Archers, actually. I don't think there's anything that gives hexproof. Goblin Surprise. Ooh, bing bing. And then 2 1/1s. Okay. Alright. Alright. We're getting out aggroed by an aggro deck, and that's bad. And it's not great that I have all this stuff in my hand. Sure. I can't block. I take another 5. If they have another Goblin Surprise, I might be just dead next turn. Oh my god, it's an Evolving Wilds. That's not great here. I think we can't attack. And I think we need to... No attacks here. End turn. I think we need to crack that for green. Resolute Reinforcements. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think we're dead. I think we're dead, folks. Pass. Uh-huh. Opponent just curved out. Had some pretty... Yep. The Paladin can't block, sure. And I block the 2/1. God, maybe I should have taken the Frenzied Goblin, actually. Because that might be the issue here. Bolt Wave. Oh, good game. Concede. Jesus. Bolt Wave 2 is not a good card. I guess when you're playing a bunch of Firebrand Archers, it becomes okay. Bolt Wave's not a good card, though. But what is good is just laying all that pipe. Jesus Christ. Just like bunk, 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 bunk. I bet they had a Heroic Reinforcement someplace in the deck, too, though. And that was probably, that would have done us in, if anything. We had too slow of a start there. And you can't really have a slow start in this format. I think that one of the things that's going to get us killed the most is not having early plays. That said, maybe I should have mulliganed that. I didn't realize that we had so many double green cards in our opener. With the Reclaimer and the Needletooth. Whatever the hell those things are. Alright, so here's our next opponent. Perfect mana. But no early plays. I guess we could hope. We could hope. I think we can keep this, though. It's perfect mana. We have a Bite Down. We have a Banishing Light into a Treetop Snare Spinner that can block pretty well and then Bite Down later on. I think that the opponent goes first as well. So long as they're not playing an aggressive deck. Okay. Let me scare them by playing this. And I think if we don't draw a 2-drop, I just play the Jungle Hollow. Yeah, we didn't do it. Okay. Jungle Hollow. They have counter mana up, so it's probably better that I do like that. Dazzling Angel, that's a perfect target for Banishing Light, because this is an overperformer. This card's way too good. I get rid of that. Next turn we can Treetop Snare Spinner. If they let us, he says. I don't think Lathrill's good here because they haven't used any removal. Inspiring Paladin. What's funny is I could just play that, but I think we want to Snare Spinner first. And then I think in the future we bite down, slap that. But I think we have to let this hit us now, which is fine. If they remove this, it's also fine. Yeah, yeah. Oh, then I'm probably better off just blocking here. They have something else in their hand. Let's see. Would have liked the land, but we didn't get one. The best use of our mana is the Lathril. They might have counter magic up. They might have the quench. So I'm just going to Prideful Parent here. Again, land would have been great back there. They might also just have Think Twice, which is a really good fake out here. No, they had something. Okay. Dauntless Veteran, sure. We're not blocking that. Next turn it's Heroic Reinforcements time. I do, again, I wish we hit like 2 lands back there because then I could like gunk, right? I will, we can't actually block the Dauntless Veteran here. So I guess the question then becomes, what's more correct to do, right? I could double remove next turn with Bite Down, Banishing Light. I really wish we still had the giant spider, right? The Treetop Snare Spinner. Empyrean Eagle. Sure. No blocks. Because of this, I think we kill the Veteran and then we Banishing Light the Eagle, right? I could kill the Eagle with the Vivian Reed too. So that's an option. But I do think that they have counter magic up. So let's do this. Yeah, let's Banishing Light. Get rid of their Eagle, because I just don't want them to have a flyer. And then we'll leave a Bite Down until their turn. Which means attack with this. And these two? We do want to leave one back. Next. They have something in their hand that they're slow rolling. And I think it's actually counter magic, which is why I'm holding off on doing anything. Before combat, though, I'm going to Bite Down on the Dauntless Veteran. Opponent thinking about their next move here. Makes sense. I think... Yeah, I think that we... Okay. Bite down. Bloop, bloop. Now, if anything draws out a counter spell, I think it's this. Okay. Sure. We take 8 here. Okay. Oh no, we don't have to take 8. I block this with this chump guy. Gong. Okay. Maybe that was the thing that they had in their hand this whole time. I attack with the Prideful Parent, obviously. Then I think we do this, Vivian Reed. Hope that they don't have Counterspell. If they do have Counterspell, it sucks, but what are you gonna do, right? There's the Refute. Okay. That's fine. Sure. Oh, that's right. This gets a +1/+1 counter. Okay. If they have removal, we're kinda screwed. Kinda. Alright, so we do block each of these, because I don't want to go down to basically almost dead. Gong, gong. Sure. curious what their last card is. Swiftblade Vindicator's not very good here, is it? If this is the refute. Play this. Decline. Although I guess I could have shuffled all attack. Luminous Rebuke. Okay. Destroy target creature. I do have to double block. Well, actually, hold on. Block like this. Lathril makes 2 bodies here. Oh, what? No. Oh, okay. Sarah Angel. That's it. I can't win now. Yeah. Unless I can remove that right now, which I cannot. Ah, it did it again. Ay, Jesus Christ. Okay, I don't have enough white sources. And I need to get rid of this Swiftblade Vindicator because I don't think that thing does enough. Okay. Yeah, good game. Although, oh, that's right. This is the last game. No attacks. Concede. Okay. Alright. We need to be more focused, I think. I think we needed to be more focused on what our main strategy was. Leave match. And I think splashing for the 2 red-white cards was actually a bad idea. Right? Yeah, it was. Heroic Reinforcements didn't do enough, and neither did Swiftblade Vindicator, especially because we weren't putting tokens on it. I guess the only way we had to put tokens on it would be through the Snare Spinner and actually, that's not terrible, and the Needle Tooth pack. So, yeah, actually. Okay. Yeah. I think, still, Heroic Reinforcements and Swiftblade Vindicator is too aggro for this deck, and I think we needed something, we needed some more earlier plays. Like, all this in the 3-drop slot, I think, is actively bad, and that was a mistake. And then, what did we have, though? Like, we didn't really have anything that we could have played earlier on, aside from, like, some ones in red, right? And again, like, we're not doing that. Alright, we tried. We'll claim that. If you enjoyed that, please like, share, subscribe, come over to twitch.tv/dickrecord. And also, come over to youtube.com/recordplayer1, which, this might actually be getting uploaded to instead. We'll see. Haha. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a wonderful rest of your evening, folks. I'm out of here.